Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good morning to other countries. All right. So, welcome to this second part of my webinar, which is will be showing you some updates or features with the ALLPLAN Precast 2025. So, I'm just having problems on some features. Just stay for a while. Uh, so, just relaxed and I will just fix my camera because it's not working on my part. Yes. Okay, let me try. It's not working. Anyway, I think we just continue. So I will just share my screen for the oops for the presentation. So just for a while, I have to open my presentation. Okay, so all right. So all right, so I think you can see my screen now. Okay, again, good afternoon, good morning to everyone, wherever you are. So thank you for attending this part two of my webinar. So I will be just showing you not the full, let's say, additional features for the 2025 Upland Precast. So I have done the part one last November. So if you have time, you do check out on YouTube. It was already uploaded there. So the part two now is actually some other features. Okay, so to continue, right? So let me put this. Okay, so for those who doesn't know me yet, my name is Jason Panganiban. So I'm an engineer by profession, civil engineer by profession. So I'm also part of different organizations in the Philippines, and of course with the experience in precast industry for about 13 years or more than 13 years or up to 14 years now. So I would work in Singapore for that span of time. So just to give you some information regarding the GSI company. So for those who doesn't know our company, we are actually a partner of ALLPLAN, Nemetschek Group. So we are actually doing some software sales, of course, with Nemetschek Group with different softwares. We also do some BIM development. So if you think that you need some developments for your software, then you can contact us, and we will help you to develop those necessities, all right, or those needs for your, let's say, maybe connecting link with different software. So maybe we can help you on that. Just contact us on that. Of course, as partner of ALLPLAN, we do technical support and training with the respective softwares. So for, of course, for ALLPLAN Precast, I will be your technical support. So if you have some questions regarding your Precast, ALLPLAN Precast, then you can just let me know or email me, or I'll give you the details later after the presentation. All right, so just a background on the Nemetschek group. So this is the, let's say, the vision of ALLPLAN, wherein they will have all your needs for your construction. So it will be starting from planning up to the operate and manage. So of course, including the build and construct. So we have all different softwares or different solutions that you will need for your construction. All right. So next is, so as I mentioned, this is their vision. So as you can see, it shows all your software solutions, wherein in different categories we can provide these solutions. So of course, we are in the ALLPLAN, so I'll be showing more on ALLPLAN precast. Just to give you some numbers, we have already 800 851.6 million revenues for the whole time. So yeah, and of course with 7 million users, more than I can say, then I think it shows that ALLPLAN, Precast or ALLPLAN is a good solution for your construction. Next. So our agenda for today is actually, as I mentioned, we'll be showing you some features. Okay. So I'm trying to turn on. So sorry to interrupt. I just saw a message. Okay. So I'm not sure. I'm having problem with my having problem with my camera. So it does not turn on my camera. But anyway, what is important is the information that I'm going to show. Okay. So our agenda for today is, so the fixture placement. So of course, for those users of ALLPLAN already, so for the fixture placement, they have enhanced this feature wherein you will be able to place it in any surface, all right? Especially for precast elements. So if you have curve or let's say for example irregular shape, and then you need to define the fixture or place the fixture properly. So this will help you to place it without any problem. So basically, normally we do views just to place the fixture, but now it's much easier to place. So later on my demo, I'll be showing that those features to you. Also the unified views and sections. So this actually is for showing you the more clear, um, let's say, views and sections of your for your presentation. So later on, I'll be showing new options in element 10 settings and compare elements information. So these are new features or additional features. Then we'll be doing the live demo, and then we will do also the Q&A session. So if you have questions, you can just type into the question box provided, and then I will answer all your questions if we have such time, okay, for the Q&A. But if not, then I will keep your questions, and we will write back to you for the answers. All right. Then that would be the end of presentation. Okay, so for the fixture placement, so as you can see from this picture, there's a curved part there wherein I can easily place this fixture with some settings, and you can still use your old fixtures. Of course, it depends on how what will be the orientation of your fixtures when you create them. So basically, if you are going to use the old fixtures that you've been creating or created previously, then you will need to define some settings. So later I'll be showing you for the demo presentation. Okay, so this is what I'm saying earlier regarding the unified views and sections. So this actually shows the difference between the 2 views. So there are more, let's say, more precise, more cleaner view, wherein you can set or define a pre-sprint set, wherein you can use this function to modify your views, right? So later I'm going to show you this feature. So for the option in the element plan settings, so previously um, in the views options, you can only see on the show fixtures this only, you can only see the define fixtures or just one option that you need to select what fixture you want to show. But now they already added this layer wherein you can choose this layer to be shown on that view um, view section, or I mean a view, right? So this feature will help you to organize clearly or show clearly on the shop drawing or the element plan on what fixtures you are actually wants to show, right? So it means if I filter, this is something like a filter function wherein you can define only your fixtures or the specific fixtures that you want to be shown on your element plan. So this is one development. And of course, for the compare element, so as I mentioned, additional features. So previously, we can just only see the clash detection, but now you can already have the compare elements and the weight determination. So this function is actually useful in advance because you can determine what will be the difference between the 2 elements, or if that's for the comparison, and of course the weight determination can be provided as well. All right, so that's for the presentation, I guess. And then, okay, so we can proceed now with the demo. So I'll just stop sharing and then change my shared screen. So let me try to show you. Where is it? Uh, okay, so sharing now. All right. Okay, so this is now. I think you can see my screen now. Yeah, yeah, already showing. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, so we were going to talk about the fixture placement first. So as you can see, I have this my element here. All right, and there are cases, of course, it's not always the case that you're going to put some lifters or fixtures on the surface, the arc surface, right? So just for this presentation, right? So just to understand how you can manage or place the fixture. So I will just use this as an example, right? Okay. So if let's say I have created a fixture, oh, not this one, but this one. So first from the catalog, and I have this lifting anchors. Okay, so I can make use any of these lifting anchors, and I have created this in the model or in the orientation like this. So what I wanted to see for this on this element, it should be on the surface. So this part will be on the surface. Okay, so what you're going to do is just select this, and as I have highlighted on the presentation, so I need to define the orientation to make this in the x-axis, so this is very important. And then I need to rotate this in a 180 degree because in a surface you have to rotate your view. So let's say I rotate this in 180 degrees, right? And take note that this area selection has to be activated or has a value 1 because for this case, if it's 0, then it will not give you the surface detection. So if let's say I place, even though I rotated it, so if I place this in this manner, so as you can see, it shows you the wrong orientation. All right. So what we need to do here is activate this one. So activate this as AS1 equals to 1, and then again 180 degrees so that I can have my area selection. So for example, of course on this surface I want to put fixture. So imagine you have different fixtures. So I can just place it like this, as you can see here. So it gives you the orientation as what we wanted to have. So yeah, okay. And then again, so every time you're going to place a fixture, you need to define the the degree or the orientation or the angle because of course in different surface there might be a different what they call this a surface. So you need to define this always when you're going to place a new fixture. So still in one AS is equals to 1, you just need to select this and then it will give you the correct orientation as shown here. So again, one escape, I can put another one. So again, I have to rotate this in 180 degree and I can select a surface, maybe somewhere here. Of course, I'm just picking any surface at any point so that you can see that it detects or reflects on the surface that you wanted to be placed. Right? So, as you can see, it placed according to your um, location or orientation. So even let's say for example at this area, so I need to place again 3D, select 180 degrees and maybe in this surface. So as you can see, it detects your fixture or the surface of your element. So it means this is much easier to be placed now compared before because before we need to create different views just to place the fixture. So either you use the element plan to place a fixture or create a view, or you can also use this edit element to place the fixture. So something like this one. And then I need to place a fixture. So let's just to show you how we do it previously. So let's say this one. And of course, I don't need this surface because I'm going to use this setting. So let's say at the top view, I have to go from here to here, and then I have to define in which level. So I have to pick the reference. Yeah, so you can see it goes up, and then you're going to select OK. So it will stick on that area. So that's big, let's say, big improvement when you place a fixture. And of course, when you place this fixture, Now you can be able to still modify the location. So if I select this fixture, you can say move, right? So you can still move your fixture somewhere. You see, so it's you can easily select your fixtures even in a 3D environment. All right, and then yeah, so as you can see here also it gives dimension, so you can define here maybe let's say, well of course it's only the arc, so let's move this one maybe. Mhm. Oops, okay, I selected the wrong one. Yeah, so I think it's better. Let's try something here. So you can define, let's say, it should be 700. So it adjusts. Of course, it will be depending on the orientation again. I mean the rotation with the axis. So if we move just by making 700, so it just goes to the x axis, right? So I do undo, yeah. Okay. All right. So that's a good thing for this fixture. Let me check if I missed something. Yeah, I think that's the main topic for this fixture placement. So with this fixture area surface, you will be able to place your fixtures in any shape. So maybe you can try something. Let's try this. Um, Maybe the sphere. Maybe let's try. All right, and make sure you make this as a precast element. So just imagine this is a precast element. Yeah, and then let's try to put the fixture in this sphere. Let's see. Okay, so shifting. Let's put lifting, and then do the same 180 degree. It should be AS1. And as you can see, I can detect any surface here. So I'll just place somewhere here. So as you can see, it's flashed, which I can say it's actually correctly placed. Of course, this is a circular or a sphere, so this is the surface. Then you could just go place perpendicular to the surface. So again, maybe place one more, and then see here. Yeah. So as you can see, this is flat, which is showing you that you are placing it correctly based on the orientation or the surface of the element. All right, so that's for the fixture. And the next one is what's next? Let me check. Uh, which is the unified views and sections, right? So let's go to an example here. Maybe this one. This is the one I created information. Yeah. So I can delete this too. All right. So this is an example. So I have the structure because elements here already shown. So I mentioned to you earlier about the excuse me, the print set. All right. So if you are not familiar, so you can find the print set from here. So just double right click on the window. Oh, sorry. Double right click. So it should show you the layer settings. Okay. So if you're not familiar with this, you can define some layers, add some layers here, and then you can use that for your modeling. So what I mentioned before is the print set. So here in the print set, you can save your favorites, something like what are the things that you want to see when you define your print set. So like what I've said here, I say precast only, so I don't want to see any fixture or any reinforcement. So later I'm going to show that to you, how you can use that. So how to create a new one, so just go to this define modify print set, and then you just say new print set. So you just need to define the name and which group. So for this case, I created a group precast, so I can define a precast here, and then maybe let's say just fixture only. Fixture only. Okay. So the first one is the fixture and reinforcement. So the fixture and reinforce. Okay. So I think it will be too long. So you just, yeah, of course you can shorten the name. So like that. Okay. And then say okay. So I have now my two types of print set. So I say okay. So here you can see if I select the precast only, you can see I have some unchecked parts here. So if I'm going to say fixture and reinforcement only, so all of them are still activated, but I need to see only the fixtures. So I don't want to see some slab marks. So I can remove those. Reinforcement, yes. So just to show you what you can define here. So the mark, yeah, you can leave the marks. Or yeah, just remove. We just leave the fixtures. So we have the fixtures here. Of course, precast elements. Yeah, we just remove wall fixtures, of course, wall reinforcement, and what else? Slab reinforcement. If you want to see, just leave it there. So just for something to differentiate. Okay, so I just say apply, let's say okay. So we already done the print set. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we just create these views. So previously in the reinforcement view, it's not able to create the views, but now by using these views, so we can generate the generate view here. So do you have notification in use with reinforcement? So I can say suppress, and then I can define now my what you call this the view. So you have functions here with the, you say all, so you will be seeing this all or select. So you have this option to select which elements you want to define. So let's say for example I want to select this part. Right, and then I can just right click, and then you can see this. Of course I can say this side, left side, so it will show up your left side view. All right, so I can place this. So as you can see, I have everything here, and then I can copy place another one to compare. All right, so I have these two both with this views. So I'm going to modify this view. So just double click on the view, and I can say on the layer, see it's active. So we can now define the print set. So we can say use print set, right? And then I have these two options. Okay, uh-huh. Let me see. Don't share the pop option. Okay, let me check on the sharing. Let me try to stop sharing again. stop sharing and share again. Share my screen, window. If it's entire screen, okay. So it's entire screen. So I need to share. Mm-hmm. All right. So I think now, can you see now? I think you can see now. So I will just repeat how we created the, okay, so I will just repeat how we created the fixture because I think previously you did not see it. So just to review again. So you can find the layer setting from the double right click on the window. All right. So it will pop up the layer setting now, which I guess, yep, now it's shown. So, and then as mentioned, you can go to the print set, and then here on the print set, you can define your settings. So as we did earlier, so I created the fixture and reinforcement only setting. So from this part, we just need to deactivate the others that we don't want to see and leave those layers that we wanted to be shown. Okay, so that's how we created this print set. And let's say, okay, everything was properly done. Okay, so I just say okay, and then we just created this views, right? So again, to modify this view, we just go to double click on this border, and then you can say this layer, right? And then it will show you the layer filter. So as we defined earlier, we can say precast only. So as you can see, this is what we are um, we have set. We remove some of the layers and then say okay. All right, and then you can say apply. Okay, so this is actually one way of uh, say cleaning or defining your views, especially for your presentation, so you will be able to see clearly what you wanted to show, right? So if we do it again on the other one, so let's say we like to just show the reinforcement and fixtures only, so we just need to select the use print set and then fixture and reinforcement only, and then say apply. So what we're going to see here is, excuse me, of course, only the reinforcements and the fixtures here. Of course, if you just want to see fixtures, you can also do that as well. So here, the reinforcement at the bottom is still showing because these are on a different layer. So basically, when we do model, right, when we do the modeling, we make sure that we are defining our elements in the correct layer. So if you don't want to see this, we can modify this by opening the modify properties and say activate the layer, and then we need to find where do we want to place the layer. So maybe let's find where engineering, we just put it in the engineering, and then the bar. Okay, in the bar, maybe general, let's see, but I'm not sure if I define this, but later we can check. So I will select the reinforcement, or before that we can filter as well, just to make sure that these reinforcements were selected only and not other elements. So by, where is it, um, where is the reinforcement bar, right? And then diameter, you can just say all. and then select this reinforcements. All right. So we need to check on the pin set if these bars were properly uh, placed in the correct layer. So BRGen, so we can double right click and then print set. So precast only, we have to check. Shall we need this one? Bargen, so we can just deactivate this and then apply and then okay. So we need to check here. So as you can see now, it actually automatically um, hide the reinforcement because from this view, we define this as only precast and then the bar gen was already deactivated. So that's why your bars are also deactivated. Okay. So to differentiate actually the views and section, if we create a section, let's say from yeah, select a view, maybe select a view and then cut a section from here, and then yeah, just looking this way maybe. So as you can see, I have this cut out. Of course, we just selected on the view the this area. So if we wanted to make this view as full, then we make this as all right, and then so you can see you have additional um, hidden lines here, which is on the other side. So for this one, we can make this also as so to make sure that you can see the whole section. And then with the settings, of course, you can also use these layers. So if I say I want the instead of precast, fixtures and reinforcement, just to see, so you can see only the reinforcements on that. You have the fixtures without the wall. All right. So we have this slab reinforcement. All right. So that's for the views. So I think this will be useful, especially for the presentation. So you can be able to show what you wanted to see. You can see whatever you wanted to show, and depending on what you wanted to be shown. Okay. Okay, so that's for the listen section, and then we move now with the options in the element plan settings. Okay, so this is just an additional feature wherein, as I mentioned earlier, you can define this as your option to filter out or filter in your fixtures, all right, or whatever you want to see on your element plan. So where can you find that? So in the element catalog or layout catalog, so if you can remember, if you're already using what do you call this, ALLPLAN Precast, you will be seeing this setting for the element plan. And then let's say, for example, on this part, I have the view, right? The formwork display. So basically, you can find it here. So let's say, for example, the fixture, all right? For the fixture, you will be able to see, let's say, this only. And now you have the option layer. If you have this layer, previously you only have the dimension line index. So this dimension line index is useful already because if you define your fixtures with the index, corresponding index, so you can filter it by using this. And then those filtered fixtures will be shown for this as this only, right? But now we have the layer wherein you can also define the layers let's say for fixtures, you use that in this layer. So like here this one. So you have the fixture in general. So you will be able to see certain fixtures based on the layers, right? So of course, if you don't want to check all, let's say for example, on the wall junctions, then these fixtures on the wall junctions will be shown only on the elements or the element plan for this particular view, right? So this is an additional function or option for you to be able to present your element plan in a way that you wanted it to be presented, right? So you can define it in every view that you have created on the layout catalog. So basically, you should be able to save this. So you have this favorite in every category, and then you will be able to import. So let's say save it, and you will be able to import it as well to copy or to be presented on the other views. Okay, so this is additional feature, right? So that's for the element plan option. Now we go now to the next one, which is the comparison. So compare elements information. So you can find that actually that function in the precast elements or even in the different precast functions here. So that is actually, let's say for this one, you will be able to, uh, what is it? This one, let me see. It's actually this one. So I have to make it minimized to be able to see. So you have the compare elements and of course the weight determination. So let me um, check which one is it. So this is the compare elements and then the weight calculate determination. So these two items. Okay. So when we say compare elements, of course, if we have two similar elements and we wanted to compare them, so we will be able to define what are the differences immediately. So for example, let me try to create an example, maybe this one. So there's nothing here, let me check. Yeah, there's nothing. So let's try to create something. So let's say I model Precast column or just column. Okay, right. And then you can just say reinforcement. We need to create a precast first. So we make this as a precast and then place a reinforcement. So basically we have the reinforcements here. Um, Let me check. Mhm, mhm, mhm. All right, so we go to the reinforcement and then automatic reinforcement. There should be something. Where can I find it? Let me try because I did not modify my things here. I think it's. Hmm. Let's go to this engineering. I think it should be here. Um, this is a preform place parts along surface. So you can use this as well. This is a great feature along surface. So this is what I think I already discussed in my part one. So let me see automatic reinforcement. Let me check. We have reinforcement, automatic reinforcement, or if not, yeah, okay, I think we can just use this surface. So if we say surface, let's see, we can define the surfaces, or we can just place bars as well. So something like this, or maybe we can do it properly, like just placing bars. So library, and then default Python parts, I guess. Yeah, here this is what I'm looking for. I was looking. All right, so column, I want to have my reinforcement. So I can just select this. And as you can see, I have my reinforcement now. Of course, you can define your reinforcements here. All right, this one should be a 3D. All right, so now I can be able to select. And let's say I copy this, and then may change the marking of this too. Not that one, but I need to go to Precast elements and then change the marking. So this will be 2. Okay, I define this as wall. So make this 2. And then let's maybe change the spacing of this bar into maybe 100. Or maybe just remove some bars. Alright? Okay, so because it's hidden, so you cannot see. And then we can try to compare these two. Of course, we know what are the difference, but let's see how these things compare. So select first precast element. I'm sorry, precast element. Select. Oh, sorry. Then second element. So you will have this notification wherein layer 1 bar mark 70 D8 is different. All right. So maybe the quantity or something. That's why you have this notification. All right. So it means previously you just have to check it visually on what are the difference for the elements, but now you can use this function to um, differentiate or compare the two elements. All right, so that's how you use the compare. And then for the weight, so maybe of course we need to change this a little bit. Yeah, I know. Okay, so and then of course if we're going to use the weight determination, so let's say we don't see this weights on top of this marking, so you can just select this and it will calculate the weight of your elements, right? And there should be a notification somewhere. Wait, let me check. Select because elements. Where did it go? There should be a top up message to be shown. Mm, hmm, there should be a pop-up message, I think. Where did it go? Uh, why it does not show on my maybe on another window? Let me see. Again, let's try. Mhm. It should be somewhere. Just for what I'm trying to, there should be a pop-up message showing the values of your elements. So maybe we can go to this one instead of that. So we can calculate more elements and then wait, calculation. So it will take some time to calculate because you have different elements there. Right. So if you have questions, again, just feel free to chat on our question boxes, and I will try to answer your questions. All right. So we're still calculating. You can just wait for a while because it's considering all the elements, or maybe we should just select a few. Anyway, so processing precast 3, elementary. Okay. So I have how many elements there? About 20 elements. So it will take some time. But yeah, that's how you can define or check your weight calculation and the comparison of your elements. So those are additional features wherein I can say it will be helpful for you to while doing the initial stage of checking your drawings or your model, then you can define or you can able to, yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. So you have some warnings here, which is okay. These are the fixtures cannot be subtracted to the complete volume. So they have these kinds of warning. So if you have no issue on your element, so it's just calculating itself by itself. And then for this part, cannot be subtracted from the complete volume. So you will have this notification corresponding to the precast elements. All right. So I guess we have just some let's say what call this um, few more minutes. So I'll be waiting for your questions. If you have questions, we can proceed with the Q&A session while waiting for that. So I'll be sharing my details. So this one. So if you have some questions, you can write me an email to this email, and then you can also contact me via these numbers. So yeah, you can scan also the QR code to save all the details on your screen or on your phone so that it will be easier to contact me. All right. So yeah, you just wait for a few more minutes. Maybe someone will have some question and we will answer that question. So we have about 6 more minutes before we end this webinar. And again, I would like to thank you for um, joining me on this webinar, and we'll be glad to share more webinars this coming year. All right. So hope to see you again there for the upcoming webinars. Okay, so we still have 5 more minutes. So if you have some questions, feel free to ask question. Mhm. So yeah, we'll just wait for more, for about 5 minutes. If you have questions, so just let me know. Right? So you can screenshot or sorry, you can check on my details. You can do scanning of my the QR code to be able to save my details. So you have 4 more minutes. Just feel free to ask questions. So I apologize again if I did not show my face because my camera is not working properly. I don't know what happened, but yeah, what is important is that the information that I've shared to you. So yeah, I guess. All right, I think no questions. All right, so basically that's all for today. Maybe I'll be seeing you next time for more webinars next year. And again, if you have some questions or you want some information, you can just email me on this email, and of course, you can contact me via these numbers. Oh, sorry, for the BN, it was, yeah, you can just use the PH and the SG number. All right. All right. So again, thank you so much, and hope you have a great new year coming. So happy new year to everyone. And this is my year-ending webinar. So thank you so much for your staying and joining me on this webinar. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Yes, I saw someone's raising hand. How can I help?